Hey!
Perfect.
Action! We're here live in Intuitive Angel Messages, and I am here with my good friend Philome, and we are going to be relaying channel guidance that we weren't able to relay last weekend for all of
I'm
you who
so
have
excited.
questions.
I am
So,
so sorry the last time. My
yeah,
technology in at the
yeah,
farm, I call it a
yeah.
farm, it's not really a farm. It has gone crazy there.
Well,
Hi
it's
everybody.
beautiful, but we just didn't get enough of a connection out in Tasmania.
No,
And you've got your
no,
Airbnb up and running in Tasmania now, which is
it is.
amazing.
It was a lot of love put in there, so we finally pressed the go button for people to come and stay. But there are bigger plans
Yeah.
for it, as Kristen knows, and that will come when we talk about it in a few months' time.
Yeah. Down the road in a little bit.
Down the
But
road, yeah.
in a little bit, yeah. And then that'll be exciting just to see the progress of that over time. I can't wait. I'm super excited
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I'm
Hmm.
still keeping open to wherever they want me to run. So that's the crazy thing. Once you start connecting and everybody can connect yourself,
Yeah.
you get to understand what your purpose is, your mission is. And I'm always gasping every time Christine confirms for me something. I'm always like, oh my God. But it's exciting. So if it stays exciting and you're crazy,
Yeah.
happy, just thinking of the oh my God thing, you're on path.
It's that feeling your internal guidance system is always guiding you what you're excited about doing for,
Yeah.
you're going to be building a retreat, a spiritual retreat, and I'm
Yes.
going to be
Yeah.
helping teach people how to channel and how to
Yeah.
connect with the divine, how to connect with their angels, how to connect with their loved ones.
Yeah.
And that's what we're each, you know, you've got an incredible business mind, and I just sit back and observe and learn from you. I just think this is going to be so fantastic moving forward. I'm so someone's calling us beautiful angels. That's so sweet.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so
I
you guys,
love, yeah, I love
yeah,
that we are all jigsaw puzzles in this big picture.
yeah,
And it
hmm,
doesn't matter if another jigsaw puzzle isn't the way we are, or we
yeah,
aren't like another jigsaw, because we're all unique, right? And we
yeah,
all fit beautifully together. So you'll find that
yes.
our soul families are all coming up, and we're all touching now each other, and we're all
I
starting
love
to
it.
co-create. And it's so
Yeah,
beautiful. See, I'm buzzing. It's
me
just so
too.
beautiful.
It's like coming right up my face. It's just
I
like this.
know. When
Holy
you
moly.
realize how beautiful it is, right? That you can co-create and love someone that's not even in your immediate family and someone
Yeah,
you've met just
yeah,
online, and the
yeah.
depth of friendship is like amazing.
It's so
It just gets
amazing.
high on the depth of friendship. It's just
Yeah.
fantastic.
And it's all that we're learning from one another and growing with one another, and
Yeah,
it's so high vibrational. I just love it.
yeah,
And
me too.
so you guys know that we have a list of your questions here.
Yeah.
That we have channeled guidance through Philome, who's going to relay this guidance for each of you. And I'm always one to say, you know. Uh, Come and listen to other people's questions because you yourself may be curious and have a similar question. And this guidance that comes through for this person can also, if it rings true to you, if it is very highlighted, this is channel guidance for you as well. So
Mm,
definitely, listen in and see if it resonates with you, because if it
yeah.
does, if it's very highlighted, it is for you.
Yeah, I did it slightly differently because
Yeah.
of the questions, and the questions were there. I In the past I have actually automatic written answers to my own questions, and once I had a problem within the family, and I actually heard them say, "We want you to step aside," and then they wrote 6 pages for me. So I thought I'd use this format, just in little snippet write-ups for each person that asked the question, and this is just for me one night, just the night before when we were meant
Yeah.
to meet the last time. I just
Yeah.
sat there for an hour, and I just wrote out answers. So I hope this helps. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't resonate. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally agree. How awesome is this? So here we go. We are going with the first person is Lara.
Yeah.
Is that matching up with you there?
Yes,
So
I've got Lara.
Lara's question is, I would like to know the best way that I can help my son.
Okay, for Lara or Lara, let me. This is what I wrote as a download. Your son came here to learn the lesson, and he knows you love him, but his soul wishes for him to step up to the challenge for his soul's expansion without your hand holding. Souls do not come. Um, Souls do not plan lives. It's human can't rise up to. That's the key thing we need to know. The way you can help him is to encourage his creativity in solving his problems. Teach him not to dwell in negativity as like attracts like. We know about the law of attraction. Stop his mind from going around in circles on it negatively. When he does that, he continues to manifest his situation. Lara, for you, though, there was a message. You need to maintain your frequency at a higher level and not let his situation bring it down. Unconditional love is not what we think it is. It's the ability to stay in the state of love regardless of the conditions around you. So in your case, stay in the state of love and high vibration and not let the situation of love, of your son's situation get in your way of your high vibration. So this was a double message to your son, how you can help your son by not hand-holding, but encouraging his creativity, but keeping your vibrations really high in this at the same time. That's the only way you can help him. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Monica's question, how
Yeah.
to move forward in peace when a close family member has distanced themselves so much over trivial issues. So there's
Yeah.
trivial issues going on and there's
Yeah.
distancing of family members.
Yeah.
How do I feel hurt? How do I not feel hurt? My apologies. And
Mm-hmm.
want to reach out to make peace, even though I know it'll get me nowhere.
Okay, so I need to explain my higher self as my higher self writes. She is very gentle, very compassionate, beautiful, and loving, but she is also very firm. So as you're writing it, it may sound like firm advice. So I need to relay it in the way she wants it to be relayed.
Okay.
So Monica, you can't change another. That being the point, therefore your issue is one of having judgment and expectations. For example, that the close relative should know better. That is a judgment of sorts. So be careful in your judgment. That closeness cannot be marred by separation when the trigger is deemed to you as trivial. You're again having expectations and judgment in that space. And then your judgment that the situation is trivial. And my high self winked at me and said, it's more than trivial from your family member's perspective. You need to step into their shoes and try to understand it rather than judge from your end that it is trivial. So that said, there is free will. You can't change another, but you can change your own perceptions. You can change your own beliefs and behaviors. So a 5D advises manifest differently by daydreaming about the good times you have. That's the way you call in the positivity, not about judging or having expectations. And then let go of the blame you have of this person. Feel like her, sit in her shoes, let go of the blame, and don't think, oh my God, they're being trivial and all that, because that is 3D judgment. So once you release yourself of judgment and expectation and daydream about the good times, you will call in that space. Yeah.
Isn't that true? Many of us react and then we're manifesting our reaction,
Yeah.
which then we're manifesting more of the same, which may not be what we really
Yeah.
want to manifest
Yeah.
in other relationships as well. So
Yes.
rather than, we catch it
Yeah.
in the moment, and
Yeah.
then we can say, okay, actively participating in manifesting once we
Yeah.
shift our vibrational frequency, of course. And
Yeah.
then you can think about all the good things and all the positive, because like what I've
Yeah.
realized is that every lesson is a blessing. And
It is.
I used to hear that thing and go, but now I get it.
I know, before awakening, after
Oh,
awakening, you got two different perspectives. But
big
what is
time.
crazy is my higher guides talk to me all the time in this way. So let's say if I kind of get along with someone, my higher self said, nah, 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 it's not them, it's you. How can you change you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all we can do. We can't change someone else. And if
Nope.
we change and bring our vibration high and be forgiving and loving, if they don't come in, then it's their vibration that is not high and they will move away, and that is okay. Our job is just to keep it high, keep it loving, be forgiving, be observing, rather than going into the trenches and going, wow, why did they do that?
Yeah,
So
yeah. And
keep
staying
it
in the
high,
trenches.
do what we
Mhm.
can from within, and then let the universe sort the law of attraction
And
sort
then
it.
whatever happens, you will just, at that higher vibrational frequency, you will just
Yeah,
attract more high vibrational loving people into your
yeah,
life. And I mean,
yeah.
bring that on. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what they're saying is also sometimes the contract between the you and that person is done, right?
Yes.
So don't fight
Yes.
it. I'm getting goosebumps now. So when it's
I
done,
I
don't
agree.
fight it. Move on because you got other things to do and other experiences to have.
Yeah.
And don't regret it.
Totally agree.
But if in time the law of attraction works in such a way where your contract comes back in again, they will come into your life. But
Hmm.
always stay high vibration because you want them back into your life in a high vibrational way. Because
Yeah.
only like can attract like. So
Yeah.
that's probably the answer for Monica. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Awesome. I'm learning a lot too. Renee, I would love to know who is in my spirit team and do they have any messages for me? Thank you.
Uh, okay. So, Renee, this is what they wrote. There are many in your spirit team. The spirit, they shift as your life shifts in every now moment. You'll always have a key guide and key angels by your side. You have quite a mixed bag beyond your core, which includes galactics and a couple of archangels and masters. The message to you, Renee, is you have a beautiful, beautiful heart and you are on path. Beware of the people around you, though. You want to select the more high vibrational humans to be around, particularly at work, is what they're saying. Steer clear of politics. They do not serve you. You've got a beautiful heart, an open heart that does not deserve to be hurt. So that's the message for you as
Oh,
well.
that's beautiful. And I just want to let everybody know that's coming on right now. We're just going through the list of questions that were written from last weekend. And then at the very end, when we're all done, we'll take a few of your questions then, if that's okay with everybody. But please just, have a listen in with what these questions are, because a lot of this will resonate with you and is for you. Okay?
Yes.
So,
Yes, my
Suzanne,
understanding of this is this when the group comes together, we are co-creating. So the questions and answers are actually for everybody. So
everybody.
when it's resonating with you, even for me as I write it,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Like walk away from politics and all of that. It's for me as well. So when bits resonate, you will feel it from
Oh, you
here,
will feel
and
it.
then you take that piece in. When it
Mhm.
doesn't resonate, then it's for someone else. But we are
Yeah.
co-creating as a group at the moment.
If it feels flat to you, like it
Yeah,
just feels flat and
yeah,
or tight, it's not for you. But if it
yes,
feels open and you're drawn
yes,
to every
yeah,
word, it's for you.
yeah.
So, Suzanne's question is, who are my spirit guides?
Okay, so I have here, I wrote it out again.
Okay.
They are angels, lots of angels, happy ones, buzzy ones. They're like your cheer team. And then,
Totally.
ooh, there's also a Native American one I wrote. Not a chief, but it has a single feather on the head, a wise elder. They are
Cool.
asking you to get into your heart more. But they're saying your head isn't much in the way like other people, but you're not practicing getting into your heart as much. It will serve you well when you do so. Your purpose will unfold even more. So you've got what's beautiful is Suzanne doesn't have a head problem like a lot of people that the
No,
head's blocking.
totally agree with
Her
that.
heart is right, but she needs to practice getting in more. Yeah, and when that happens, this her amazing purpose will unfold. So that was the
Mm,
message from her. Tons of angels.
you're so, she does. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even have to tune in to pick up on that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean,
I
Suzanne?
was
Oh,
just
for
writing one
sure.
question after another. So
Hmm.
I stepped aside when I was writing all of this. So hopefully they resonate.
Okay, here is the next question.
Okay.
Linda would like to know who is her spirit team?
All right. So we got another one. Okay. So
Here
Linda, I know all my everyone
go
is here.
your pizza. Here we go.
It's up on my blue tag next to my phone. Okay. Linda.
You're so cute. I love
Method
it.
in madness. Okay,
Hmm.
Linda, this
Hmm.
is what's interesting because there were three team questions in a row. So I started panicking. It's like, what if they keep saying the same thing, but they say different things, right? So this one, Linda, yours is, I see more of a counsel, like 3 to 5 guiding you, a little more formal, but very caring and loving. They are overseeing your development. And then I was asking them, are you on path? They said, you're on path of starting an interesting journey at this point. Are you contemplating your purpose and clarity about it? And is that exciting you? Is their question. They want you to go within and ask yourself the question, are you excited by the things you're thinking about at this point in time? Because that will be your guidance system. They're wanting you to pick up the signs more, so meditate more. So they're saying, hey,
Excellent.
Kristen and Phil, back off. She can do this herself. Ask herself.
There you go, Linda. We're backing off.
Writing it as a question, then right at the end it says, well, she needs to pick the signs up herself and get it by herself, because she can do that, and she is contemplating her purpose right now. So listen within and meditate. The last one was meditate more.
Meditation's great, and meditation can happen in many different ways.
Yes.
I mean, you could be cleaning the house. As long as you're nice and your mind's quiet, that's meditation. You can be riding a bike. I have like a lot of energy coming through the top of my head. Do you feel that, Philome?
Yeah, the last few days I've just felt a little bit tighter. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit dizzy.
Yeah, spacey. Do they want to say something?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, do you guys want to say something? Who's there and what's happening? That's the first question.
Yeah.
No, we do not wish to say anything. We are simply observing. Okay. Could you just maybe, step away a little bit so that I'm not this lightheaded? Thank you.
Okay.
They're saying, yes, dear one.
Thank you. They're trying to see how I'm going, I think.
Yeah. It feels full. The room feels full. Let's put it that way.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I'm feeling a bit warm.
Big time full. Not just angels here. All right.
Wow.
Heidi, I'm so excited for this. Thank you. If you get time, please can you ask my angels if they really are hearing me? Lately, I believe I am connecting with them. I feel so much happier for it. Love to you all. Kiss, kiss. Thank you. Kiss, kiss.
Oh, so high vibrational. They started this automatic writing was beautiful, Heidi. See, beautiful, Heidi. We hear you loud and clear. We love every bit of you, even your hair, your smiles, your hugs. We love that you are seeking us and you are on path. Just follow your emotional guidance system and it will lead you to stronger and stronger alignment with us. We know you think of us often. We know you think of us and talk to us before you sleep. We thank you and love you, little one. Patting on the head as you sleep was the imagery. Ask us questions directly. Try automatic writing. Know you can and you will. So that was the
beautiful. Do you know they pat me on the head too?
Yeah, they're so loving of her.
I mean, the angels love us more than we can possibly even imagine. There aren't words to describe how much they love us. Yeah. There aren't.
Yeah, there I get scolded a lot though for being naughty.
Oh, for sure. There's times where I think people think that they're, on a cloud and they're cute and fluffy. And there's times where they're like, listen, in a loving way. They never really tell me what to do, but they'll definitely show me a different way of observing something or a different perspective. Yeah. And so, they're not sitting there just letting you, like if you ask them for guidance, get ready for the guidance because it will come.
That's how it to me always is. They roll their eyes. Oh, get with the program. You know what your mission is. Get with the
Yours program. Are so feisty, man.
They're feisty and they're funny. They're so funny. Because I see them the same way. I'll go, come on, back off. I want to eat ice cream once a week. All right? Back off.
P.S. I'm giving Philome a reading after this today. And I'm like, here they come. I can't wait. It's going to be
Kristen is like
awesome.
the best. Go to Kristen for the reading. I have so
I
much fun and so much insight, right?
I
Yeah.
love what I do. And they
Yeah.
love connecting, and I love it, and they love it, and it's very high vibrational, but
And
direct at
clear,
times.
very clear as well,
Very
right? So
clear.
I love it. So I'm so excited. Today is my woo woo day. So
Well, and anyone who's channeling, you can't get it wrong because even
yeah,
if you do, they'll correct you in a
yeah,
bit, or you'll feel it like
yeah,
they'll partially kind of
yeah,
close it down a little bit, and you'll go,
yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Like all of us in life, when we get guided in life and it doesn't
Mm.
feel right, it's tight and a little bit of
Yeah.
nausea. Pay attention to that.
Yeah, and
So,
I think once they were trying to convince Stephen, my husband, that they exist, right? Because he believes it, but they wanted evidence. So they
yeah.
made me write something and write a word that I had no idea what it was, zero. But Stephen saw it recently or saw it in a movie and know that word, and it's discombobulation, and I could not spell that word. I had to spell it like 5 times
Wow.
because they keep I said convoluted, disconvoluted. No, they said no,
Yeah.
spell this word. So it's kind
And
of
what
nice for
that's a
me.
very rare word.
Yeah, I have not heard it before, and it was perfect for what they were writing. So I
Yeah.
knew. So for me, it's evidence for myself, but it is for Stephen. It was evidence as well, and of course, he loved the session with you, Kristen. You
Oh
got to,
yeah.
oh my God! He says for the first 45 minutes was take, 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 because he's this quiet person. He sits back and
Oh
this,
yeah.
this, right,
And
and
I
he just
didn't
sits
know.
back. Yeah,
I'm just sitting there
and you
like
didn't know him at
he's pretty
all.
quiet, but I'll just
Yeah.
keep going here.
But he was going in his mind because he's Arcturian, right? In his,
Yeah.
in his galactic. So it's tick. Yes, she's got it right. Yes. So he got the evidence in spade loads. So and from that moment, he was going, "Yep, that's it. That's the evidence I needed." Right. Before that, it was on the fence. So that's good.
I honestly, that's why I want to teach everybody to do this. I want you to connect with your team. And bare
Yeah.
minimum, you will notice the signs, the key indicators of how they are reaching out to you.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
really important in life.
I think
You
it's
think
fantastic. Yeah.
you think you're all alone, but guess what? You are never
Oh
alone.
man. Yeah, I'm
Never
never.
alone.
My mom asks me always, but she doesn't know so much about what we do and all of that. She'll say, "Why do you like traveling alone?" In my mind, without knowing, she's very Catholic. It's like I am not alone. He's
No.
talking to me.
I'm like, oh, here's my angel here, just a moment, 15 times a day.
I know.
Sometimes I'm like, could you come back and talk to me in a little bit? Because I'm in the middle of talking to someone, or I'm driving the car, and I got some angels in the back seat. It'll be my friend's angels having a word
Oh
with
my
me and
God.
giving me some guidance on what's going on in my life because I was just at my friend's house, or I'll have
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
and
when Stephen and
chat
I are
time.
having a difference of opinion, we don't really quarrel or squabble or anything, but they will come in and tell me, we think he's right. And I'll go, can you just back off? Back off. This is my discussion with Stephen. Just step aside. You were not invited. It's like you're my team. Whose side are you on? Although we know they're all merged up there, right? But whatever. Whatever.
Oh God, you're killing me with that
As
one.
long as you come through me, you're my team. But it's so funny.
You
I just
guys
like
better not do that to me.
it's like just back off. We're having a conversation here. But it's fun. Once you get into
Actually,
this, it's so beautiful and so fun.
now that I think about it, Jesus did come to me and say, oh, you think that this person's stubborn? Well, you're stubborn too. You're stubborn in your own way. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
no,
god.
I'm not.
Yeah, I've got this Finnish tantrum. No, no, go away.
But then once your temper simmers, then you're
Yeah,
like,
you know
yeah,
they're
maybe
right.
he's got a point.
It's like it's not even a question, but I want to be 3D for that moment.
Exactly. Can't you just let me have my 3D moment?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Or now I have to say with Stephen, okay, this is a 3D comment now that I'm gonna make.
That's what I'm going to say from here on in.
Yes.
Just forewarning you, I'm about to let you have it
Yeah,
in my
and so
3D
just
way.
forgive it, let it go, let me have it out, and then let's have a chat. Okay, we got Kate on next. Do you have
Yep,
Kate?
Kate, you little rascal, Kate. All the way coming, she's in the UK. And Kate is asking, I have been told I have a leaky aura and chronic fatigue. Are they connected and how can I help them? Please and thank you.
Okay, this was an interesting one because I was
Very.
sitting poised, right?
I've
Everyone
never
was
been asked
staying fine.
this. Wow.
So I said to the question, no, they're not connected for you in this instance.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the other side didn't seem to want to elaborate further because your chronic fatigue is linked to your soul's challenge and expansion that you are to rise to, right? So they didn't want to tell me more to let you know.
Yep.
They're wanting you to look at the patterns that are repeating in your life so far. That will give you a clue about the soul lesson that you are meant to rise to, but have yet to do so. And not rising is causing some of your fatigue. They are saying, Kate, be a better detective. And look at your patterns. It's linked to your soul's learning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it crazy?
That resonates. Yeah, resonates big time. So I hope that helps, Kate.
Yeah. Do your detective work. Become an observer, right? Look at the patterns that's been so you got you're saying leaky aura and fatigue. The fatigue is because you're not rising to it and not releasing it. So look at the patterns of your life and what you're meant to rise up, because the same theme will keep coming and it gets harder, and that's why you're more and more fatigued. But once you suss out, so like what I love having been awakened is always like, okay, now I know where you're heading with this. I'm catching you out. Let me show you. I'm going to rise up to this and then it'll go away. So have that mindset of play and observation, and then release it. Then it's going to then it'll go away. So, but don't worry about whether it's leakage or whatever. It's a soul learning that you need to rise to. That's what they're saying.
Beautiful.
But they don't want to give any more than that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Ruth, advice for the conversation I am having on Thursday with my boss. So that would have been last Thursday, by the way.
Yeah, should we not do this one then? Yeah.
Am I to work towards better conditions, or is it soon time for something new? Okay. So we can say,
they're telling me to read it. Yeah, they're telling me to read it because other people might want it, right? Other people might want it. So she said, so they're saying for those who are in that situation, they're saying first, Ruth and whoever else is relevant, go into your heart and feel into the options. Which one will make you feel better? Then they said, try that first. Then they asked me to pause. Okay, then they said, now you can continue. At this point, by already asking it, if something new is timely now, it means you're wanting change, you're wanting difference and excitement, and no better condition will make a less than exciting role better. So if your role is not that exciting and you're already questioning, do I want more, something else, your intuition is saying to go already. So you can ask for better conditions, but it's not the change your heart wants, right? When you are passionate about a role and feel fresh every day about it, that positivity and passion will be noticed and will translate to better rewards anyway. So go with what makes you feel fresh, excited every day. And then the better conditions.
So that'll be a question to ask and see how it resonates within.
Yeah.
And then it's about taking action steps in that direction.
Yeah. And the fact that she's asking, do I want a different, something new? It's her soul already saying to her, you want something new, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't come out like that. It's your intuition that's doing that. So
100% agree with that.
All those who are asking about their work.
So Kristen's question is, I was told I have reincarnated as royalty in more than one lifetime. I would love to know why I chose multiple royal lifetimes and if those lives are currently affecting me in this lifetime. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to answer this, but they scolded me while I was answering this because I do the same. I keep asking it. So, Kristen, it does not matter what lifetimes we have. It matters what traits we leverage for the purpose and mission we have going forward. Philome often asks about her royalty and goddess fractal lifetimes, but we would often say, Own the traits and rise to your mission using them. Don't fritter your pedigree away by always asking questions in that space, is what they're saying to me. So, Kristen, go into your heart and listen to how you can love yourself and others more, and then call in the traits that you can best serve, that can best serve you in doing so. So find out what your mission is, how you can love others and yourself more, and then say, okay, what are the traits from the lifetime I have in serving me, in serving them, and serving, So it's about your mission, and it's about calling in traits. I think they're scolding me because every time I meet a new intuitive or I've already, I'll ask, so do I have Pharaoh, goddess, blah, 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 blah? And they'll say, excuse me, stop asking this question, Philome. This is how they talk to me, with their arms on their hips. Stop asking this question. Understand the traits and what you can do with the traits is what they always tell me. So.
That's not something that has interested me. I know I've had certain lifetimes, as a sage or, but I don't feel like there's royalty lifetimes. However, it's not something that I have to know. But maybe that's
I think why people want to know is, and it's not about Kristen, it's more about me. We have an
it's
ego
other Kristen,
aspect.
not me.
Yeah, no. We have an ego aspect that wants us to feel special, but at a higher level, we are all one. There is no one more special than the other, right? These lifetimes were lived because there were roles to play, but
exactly,
humans want to feel special. So I want to know about this fractal or this lifetime or this, which is all good, what I call mind candy, because it makes us happy, but it doesn't help us as much with our mission, if you get what I'm saying.
And the idolizing another. I've always said I don't want others to idolize me. If I add value and I help you in your life, fantastic, fabulous, wonderful. You know what I want to see? I want to see everybody rise up. And even if you feel better and you're a little bit more high vibrational, fantastic.
They're now
and if you're learning and growing,
they're saying to tell Kristen, right, that she has a beautiful mix of past life that has been blended for the purpose she needs. So they're saying this very lovingly to Kristen, that it is beautiful.
The other Kristen, not this one.
Yeah. The one that asked the question, that the mix is a beautiful blend that was chosen by your mission was chosen because of the lifetimes you had, and then more were added in fractal terms so that you can do your mission. And
isn't that
a beautiful blend, but you don't want to waste it. So figure out your purpose and your mission and how you want to help and serve, and that will come to life. It will blossom, in a way that you want it to blossom.
Blossom. I love it. Yes. Mind candy work. They're saying they love that. I love it too.
I love it too.
Me too.
I still do it.
Love it. Marie would like to know, can I earn a living with my paintings? Ooh.
They are saying yes, but only if you believe you can. So it's an energetic shift that you need to get to. Art, they're saying art carries a vibration that activates people. As the 3D world awakens and ascends, that is so, and that is soon, people will understand that art and sound vibration and dance, all of that is vital for their ascension. Art, sound, dance, and all that will not play a second fiddle to the traditional professions in time to come. So hold steady about your aspirations, because as the 3D shifts to 4D and then 5D, the arts will actually come to life as an equal to the professions like law and medicine and all of that. But you need to believe that you can earn money from it. And
wonderful.
Just passionately do it. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Rachel, why am I having reoccurring dreams almost every night of fighting and overcoming spiritual danger and bad energy?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the first impression as I was writing in. The other side is saying, they're saying, it's more of a metaphor for a struggle that you are not acknowledging in your 3D life. It is something karmic from other lifetimes as well, the struggle you have, that has come through your subconscious. You're presenting as happy-go-lucky outside, but the struggle, though muted by your personality and amazing attitude to life, is there. So go within and say, what am I struggling? What am I trying to learn? And when you start rising to it and your vibrations start going up, then what you think are demon fights or whatever you describe it will go away. Yeah, you need to release the karmic issues that have been repeating over time as a struggle.
Use that throat chakra. Speak up. You say how you feel. Do not sit back and be quiet and complacent.
That's correct. They're saying that she is actually muting the struggle through her personality and beautiful attitude to life, and not addressing that there is an issue to resolve, right?
Okay.
So be more authentic in the understanding of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So your dreams are trying to wake you up. That is not all rosy and happy, right?
Yeah.
You need to say, what is that struggle that I need to resolve?
Yeah. One person here is asking, does music and dance help you ground? Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Do
Because
it.
it does. You know,
Very
it's so
much.
under cherished, right? But when 4D and 5D happens,
That's what we'll be doing.
it will take off, and people will
Mm-hmm.
understand sound vibration, dance vibration, and the grounding and all of that. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I can't
Paula.
dance and sing for nuts though. That's my
Oh, but
problem.
I love doing it anyways. When I was a little kid, I'd be
I'm
up
too
dancing in the
embarrassed by myself
classroom.
doing it.
Oh
I
my God.
can't even
I just
sing.
love to dance. All through my 20s dancing. I danced the whole 20s
Yeah,
away.
disco was easy. Disco was easy. Then you get into. I think Stephen can do the body pop. I think.
Oh my God, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I'll get him to send you a clip or something.
Uh-huh. I think you should. That'd be I love that. Okay, Paula, I am trying my best to hear and understand what they are trying to tell me, but have I gotten any of it right? And will it become even more clear?
Okay, Paula, this is the answer to you. Relax, relax into it. They keep like shouting, relax.
That's literally what I say all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Relax.
And then again, similarly,
The
believe that
opposite of
you've got it.
trying.
Believe that you've got it. It is currently in your voice. The difference is so subtle, right? You've got it. You think it's your voice, but the difference is so subtle. You don't think you're hearing right, but you are. When you get this is the advice to you, when you get a little message in any form, thank them and ask for more. It's about gratefulness, acceptance that it is, and ask for more. Ask and then ask for it to be clearer each time. So acknowledge that you've got it, acknowledge that you're hearing it, know that it's subtle, keep thanking it and keep thanking them for the message, and say, please, next time, can it be even more clearer? But keep positive rather than
Love
doubt.
that. Love it. It's just like you can do that for channeling, or if you want to do it for abundance. Every
Yeah,
little bit of abundance that comes in
yeah,
your life, whether it's money or otherwise,
yeah,
thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, that's
Appreciate. Even when I'm spending money, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to see more money come into my bank
right.
account. And it always does.
Yes.
All right. Lori, I've always had dreams like my great grandmother, pending deaths, births, as well as loved ones after they pass. These do not bother me. They bring me comfort. My fears are in the dreams of natural disasters. They are vivid and also seeing suffering.
Yeah.
That is why I feel I am blocking due to fear or these dreams that are just constantly bothering her.
Mm. So, do you want me to
Yeah,
give the
yeah,
automatic written answer? They
yep.
said, there is only the now, and your
Mhm.
focus is on the now here.
Mhm.
But as the veil thins, timelines are touching now, and we get to experience other timelines through what we think of as dreams and such. You also have gifts. You are a precog. Precog is able to see the future, I think. You need to be more philosophical about it to be able to rise out of that torture, because you're torturing yourself. All contrast in a duality experience is put there for a learning. Sometimes the watching is worse than the being in it. So know when you're looking at suffering and torturing, we've created this to experience and watch, right? It feels worse because we're meant to rise up to it, right? All existence is a play with players taking on a role, and there are infinite number of versions of each reality. So learn to put your awareness on a more stomachable version. So you got all these versions. Imagine a more stomachable version. That means one you can actually not suffer through. But know that timelines are touching, so that's why you're actually looking and seeing that. But you can create intentions to be in this now moment. That is the way that you can better feel into and not suffer so much, is what they're saying.
And as we ascend, timelines are collapsing. And I think that, it's really about observing but not absorbing. I know I've
Yeah,
posted that on the group
yeah, I
wall
agree.
recently. It's so important.
Yeah. We are the creators of our reality. We can set intention. So if we know there are infinite versions of this reality, right?
Yeah.
Then my reality, I keep trying to call Bradley Cooper into it. I keep saying, Bradley, how could you choose so wrongly? Why did you go to Lady Gaga when I'm sitting here waiting for you? And now you're looking at her eyes. I don't like this version. So I'm calling
I
in another version with me and Bradley and Stephen, but with me and Bradley. So set the
Steven, you gotta
intentions.
go just for the night.
I've got a select pass. So if Bradley comes to me, hey, we're partying. But I have not set my intentions, or
Oh
my
my gosh, you are
subconscious is
cracking me
stopping
up
me
right
from that
now.
version. So but jokes aside, you can set intentions. There are infinite versions of this reality. I was when I was having a really tough time in my marriage and my split up and my separation, all of that, right? It happened overnight that the release happened because I just shifted my awareness because I got awakened, and suddenly all the narky stuff fell away because my awareness was shifted to another space. So distract yourself is another way of doing it.
Yeah.
Call in through an intention of
Mhm.
another version because it can
Yeah.
be done. Yeah.
I shift my attention onto something else that's higher vibrational.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
That's
that.
right.
But if it keeps coming up too, I mean, like if there's certain things that keep coming up in your life, you then need to get it up and out of you.
Yeah.
So if something's triggering you, it's time to red room.
Yeah. That's
Create
right.
that red room and get it
Shout it
out.
out. Yeah.
Not down stuffing, but
Yeah.
up and out.
Out. Yeah. Yeah.
So why are we ascending? One person's asking. I'm going to let you go ahead and answer that. Why are we ascending here on Earth?
It has been in the plans for, okay, if you read about how planets, all consciousness go through an evolution of going back to source. We flipped out, and then planet Earth went to its end. It's like a rubber band pulling us right to the end, and now we're shifting back into source again, towards source. That is the ascension process. A lot of consciousness, humans, animals, other planet galactics all go through ascension. This is what expansion is. We're here to learn and expand. So that's the bigger picture understanding of it. So it was planned that Earth needed to ascend, and all of us need to ascend going back. But the ascension process means there's a shift in energy and in the dimension itself. So for us who are awakened and conscious, there are tips and tricks to help us increase our vibration. We're here as the ones starting to do that before the mass will start doing it. But for us to call in what we call the new earth or the new dimension, we have to constantly work, for those of us who are like workers, at calling the future in, but releasing the things that are negative and increasing the vibration. So dimension is not the end. Then we've got to go to the sixth and the seventh and eighth, and I think there are many more dimensions to do. But we're
Oh
at a
yeah,
beautiful time.
many. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's a beautiful
many.
time where
Oh,
the
it's
last
it's just
26,000 years was lived in one dimension, so it's
this
time
is
to
where it's
shift.
at. And
And it's beautiful.
some souls are ready to ascend and some are not, and that's okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for the ones that are ready to ascend. It will just happen from what I'm gathering. It's we can help the process, of course, by letting
Yeah.
go of that which is no longer needed, or
Yeah.
we can also just, as God is God, light and love, universal oneness, light. We just say
Mm.
what bright white light is permeating the earth and each of us. All that
Yeah.
lower vibrational
Yeah.
frequency is going to get transmuted.
Yeah.
If you find that it's coming up to the surface and all those old belief systems and thought patterns that you've had from the past is like on your mind a lot,
Mm.
that's likely because it's coming up to the surface and it's getting ready to be transmuted. So
Yeah.
if it's on your
Yeah.
mind, you're like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, and then it transmutes.
That's correct.
And that's a natural
As you,
process.
it is. So don't stress when your worst fears come up, because
Yeah,
that is part of it. Mine
exactly.
came not, I think it was last December, or was it the December before? It was the worst thing I could, in business world, 3 CEOs, 3 clients, it all just imploded. And my thing was, oh my God, my reputation and all of that. But they had to release it for me to then move forward. And
Yeah.
once you are knowing of that, then don't take it so hard, right? It's like,
Yeah.
it's got to
It's like go with the
happen.
flow more,
Shit
ride the
happens for us to
wave.
take the step.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone's
Yeah.
talking about the event. Well, there's going to be a lot of events coming, by the way. There's going to be many coming. And we're talking about, big surges of energy that are going to help, permeate and then transmute that which is
Yeah,
no longer needed, right?
yeah,
So,
exactly.
and so many are entrenched. But that's okay. I mean, I'm not even saying we've risen above. I'm saying that we're aware enough to know that we are looking outside of the box,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's a great start. And then
yeah.
we'll just keep moving forward. And a lot of the time, they don't even tell me what is going to happen right around the corner. It's just a matter of it unfolding naturally and one
Yeah,
foot in front of the other. It's a
yeah,
process.
yeah.
It's not
And
going to
here's my
happen
tips.
overnight.
Where there's a difficulty in the light work side of it is, right, we want to say high vibrational, but the
Mm-hmm.
other thing that has to be in place is boundary setting. Okay, so how do we do that when a major issue happens? In the past, when someone writes, when I was in like legal cases with the access and all that stuff, they'll write 1 page and I'll write back 2 pages. They'll write 3 pages to me and I'll write back 5, right? Whatever. It means you're actually keeping yourself in low vibration. So the last time after we got awakened, Steve and I, when this long page came in, we wrote 2 pages back and then we looked at each other and said, but we're awakened, what are we doing? So we deleted every line and we wrote, we don't agree with you. And we just sent that line. Because we are not
Straight to the
giving
point.
any more, yeah. So we set the boundary of we don't believe it in you, but we're not actually wanting to extend this conversation. So walking away with some boundaries set is the way you do it. Don't get into fights. Don't do that, right? Because the world of duality is set up for you to vibrate lower. So you need to figure out how you can sort of start in small ways, then bigger ways and bigger ways to start letting go and just walking away as best as you can.
100% agree.
But know that the enemies you have agreed with you up there in a soul contract to help you expand and help them expand. So then the next step in the way is to say, at a soul level, we are all loving. So you need to, if you're still angry with them, then at least at the soul level, say, thank you for coming down to help me with this lesson, but I release this now, we're done, right? Just go.
And amen to that. Okay, so Christina's question here is, am I on the right path?
Did you miss Mary?
Oh,
There's a Mary.
my apologies. My
Yeah,
apologies. It was just a little
that's
too
okay.
low. Mary, am I on the right path for fulfilling my life's lessons?
Okay. So Mary, yes, you are on a path that will lead you to your soul's expansion, but there is no right or wrong, as there is judgment in that itself. So if you're saying, am I on the right path or wrong? Right and wrong are words that are judgmental words. So there are no right or wrong. The lessons serve two purposes: for your soul's expansion and for all souls' experience, and to unlock your mission at this exciting time. There is no end in the journey, right? To live in the state of love, in the state of acceptance, in an open state, and to live in the state of wonder is why your soul came here this lifetime and each lifetime. So be happy and be open, and you are on path. but don't judge it. Don't keep trying to say, have I hit this milestone? Am I doing it right or wrong? Because you're actually blocking yourself by actually asking those questions.
I agree. Okay, Christina, am I on the right path? And how does my angels and Jesus and archangels that walk with me feel I am doing? How do they feel how she's doing on her path?
Okay, so I've got a two-part one for Christina, the answer, or at least what I wrote. It is not how they feel, Christina, it's how you feel. If you feel good and positive and optimistic, keep going. If you feel out of resonance, ask why is your external showing you that reflection. You are a sovereign being, a spark of source or God, equal to all others that walk with you. Treat them as siblings or friends or peers, for they are there to lend a hand or an ear, not to judge your performance in this lifetime. They do want you to know you are loved, though. The other side wants you to know, even just for coming here at this now time. The part two answer is, many have fractals of ascended masters and wise beings from learned lifetimes. The question is, what is your mission, and how do these traits of your past serve you? So that's the part two of it.
I'm just reading one quick question here. You're getting a ringing in your ear. They're guiding you that this isn't the right house. I'd almost say right there, 100%, it's your angels. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next question here from Alex. May I please ask about my dog, Sandy, that passed away in July? I miss her so much. I love this question.
I love this
I
question.
really, I love dogs. I really need to know about her, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're saying Sandy is well. I think it's a she. She's wagging her tail and happy. She
yeah.
said her job was done and needed to go as she has other jobs lined up. Her passing had been an exit plan. Do not worry about her. Use your imagination of you and her together, and it will call her to you each time. Like all beings, she is omnipresent. On the other side, she is omnipresent and can be with you when you call for her. She
Yeah.
loves you and thanks you for being her family. So that was the answer that they,
I love it.
yeah.
You know where I see all the dogs going, just like all the animals in heaven?
Mm.
There's this beautiful place, and I see it every time. And all of the dogs are there, and they're running through like grass and wildflowers. And
Wow.
there's these giant angels that are just floating above the ground, and they're throwing the ball for them. And I mean, to say that they're
Oh,
happy is an understatement. They're so happy. And then you can go and visit them there, and a
yeah,
lot of the
yeah.
souls that have crossed over, they are going and visiting them there. So if you have
Yes,
relatives that
yes,
cross over, they go and visit. It's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
I love
Um,
that. Thank
Me
you,
too.
Alex, for the.
So I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Desaya.
Yeah.
I would love to know what I need to know about the women's pilgrimage in India I am co-planning. Is there anything I'm missing? Also trying to come up with a good name for it.
Okay. So the answer I wrote was, I see the blossoming of all who will be going for the pilgrimage to the potential they came here to be. We on the other side thank you for your role in the organizing of it, leading up to the pilgrimage. Do not forget to look after yourself and be easy about it. Stress can undo your intentions for this holy tour. Allow others or another to co-create the details with you. It comes with an unfolding. So the name, now they go on to the name can come from letters from your name. Play with the versions of it till you feel its resonance
Very cool.
in sound vibration. The trip will then carry your signature and love if you use
Oh
letters in your
my
name.
goodness, that's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they
Beautiful.
say write it and call it out till the sound sounds right. Then it will carry the vibration for you.
Beautiful. Liz's question. I received a message from my angels recently to focus on my mission. Can they give me some clarity on what that specific mission is? I would appreciate guidance so I can make sure to focus myself and her attention in the right direction.
Yeah, they firstly they're just saying this. They want to thank you for being so more mission focused. Before they would want me to read out, they just want to thank you, and thank all who believe in walking a soul's path in delivering missions as well, like Kristen, Norma, William, all who are on, right. All missions, they're saying, at this time now, at this now time, is co-creation based. So if you are drawn to any in your tribes, just reach out to Skype to have coffee and trust the universe is happily connecting you to those you will co-create with. Don't try thinking too hard. Follow your passion and bliss, and it will lead you there in divine time. So just open your heart, and if you feel just a little bit drawn, just reach out. That's how I reached out to Kristen, to Norma, to all these people that I met along the way, right? Missions that transcend the selfhood, which is yourself, and ones that co-create, caretake others, humans, animals, and also of Gaia, in a way that delivers a momentum even without the founder. Okay, this is the important thing. A mission that's created that can deliver to Gaia, to animals, and to humans in a way that the founder no longer be there and it still continues, delivers epic legacy, star quality energy imprint. All right. If your thing, and everyone's got a different mission, it doesn't have to be so big, but if you want something like that, it needs to be going even though we cark it, we transition. So think of it that way, but not everybody needs to go there. So, but do not get caught up with these words, because they don't want us to be caught up with the word of epic legacy, star quality, energy imprint. Because once you get caught up, ego comes in the way as well, because that's from an ego's perspective. We're just trying to get your attention with those words. They know how I work too. They write those words and I go, wow.
I find if I get, I mean, like you want to be excited, but at the same time, grounding and being grounded within is also incredible. I mean, you can't. For me, is being grounded and emotionally neutral is really it's important. And then you're open to what guidance you will receive moving forward.
Yeah. If you
You're
can
up here.
go into your heart, it will tell you who to connect with for co-creation and what you're meant to be doing, right?
You will get it because they won't stop until you do get it.
No.
I can tell you that right now. Alicia.
That was the last of my pages, I think.
Was it? Oh, okay, perfect. I must have got Alicia all the way down from last time.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to just take a couple questions here at the end here?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's go and have a little quick look, shall we? Just give me a moment. Here we are. Okay, so you guys go ahead, and I know you've been typing a few questions as we moved along, but if you want to go ahead and type some now, I'll scroll down and see if I can find some here. Here we go. Okay, well, the ringing in your ear, I guarantee 100% that's your angel.
Yeah.
I'm letting Philome channel today, so you'll find that I'm just going to be asking the questions, and Philome is the one channeling. Okay, I've been sensing for years, I'm assuming you mean sensing, for years that we need to save water to drink as soon as it might be gone. So she's been sensing that she needs to be saving water. Any comments about this?
Yeah, I do have a comment on that. When you start thinking in lack will happen.
I agree.
You have to start to think in abundance, and abundance will happen. So rather than, you need to find ways of thinking about the water and the land and the soul in a way that vibrates up rather than vibrates down. Because right now, your thinking of lack will create that lack, right? So start thinking about whatever, doing a water dance, making it happy. Just think of it in a more high vibrational way. And all of us need to do that to
Yep.
save what
100%.
to be kinder and bring the energy of a more beautiful earth, more abundant earth in. So that is probably what I'm getting from that.
Yep. Yep. Um, let's see here. Um, Sorry, it was up here. I'm held back by fear in my life. How can I release the fear to enjoy my life?
Okay. There are two ways of thinking it, right? If you believe strongly about the fears and the trauma and the need to release, then you've got to find modalities that help you do that. Right now, from my understanding over the last 20, 30 years, the need to release karma from many, many lifetime has been sort of resolved. If we can just vibrate high, we can just go there. But the thing is that our human 3D mind creates the thinking that sometimes we need something. The minute you have this, you need to find healers who can heal your fear, right? And it could be from past lives or whatever,
True.
right?
Very.
Whereas I had, I'm an eternal optimist. So in my darkest night of the soul, then I got awakened and I just said, it's gonna be better, and it was, right?
Yep.
Because my mindset shifted out of that negativity, and I did not have that idea that I need to resolve depression or whatever I had at that point in time. And overnight, my energy shifted, and therefore my reality shifted. But that said, we need to be clear. People do have traumas that are really hard for us to try to use our brains to jump above. And
I
those
agree.
are hurdles, and we got to dismantle the hurdles for you before you
And
can
it's
move
even like
forward.
an onion. So you got
Yeah,
to take the layer, okay, and when
yeah,
you're ready to remove the next layer and the next layer,
yeah,
and then healing will happen, okay? That's
yeah,
the way
yeah.
that's
That's
what
correct.
I visualize too.
Correct. So, so
Okay.
I'm getting a sense what they're saying is she needs to take the route of healing rather than just jumping
Mhm.
into high vibration because
Yeah.
there's too much baggage in that at this point in time.
So here's an interesting question. We never hear about cherubs. What are their jobs?
Oh, they're saying she's one, she's one. They're pointing to me.
I love it.
Auntie's here, having a good time, having her
They're
cheeky
high
gift.
vibrational.
I think,
So
Kristen, you might need to
streams of
answer this one because I'm not too
let
sure
me
about
see.
carrots.
Cherubs. I've never been asked this, and I've never connected with cherubs either, which is interesting. They're similar, like to the trainee angels, where
Yeah,
they
I got that as well. I got that as well.
okay, they flit around, they deliver messages, they assist the other angels, the more developed angels, if you want to say, um, and they just spread light and love, is what I'm
Yeah.
getting as well.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got also that those human beings that love hugging like I do,
Oh,
there is a cherub around. Yeah.
that's
There's
wonderful.
they make us want to hug other people. Hmm.
So here's the last question that we'll take. I took a leap of new faith in manifestation, and I'm wondering if the new job and pending home built will come to fruition by spring.
Hmm. Yeah, that's when is spring? I'm in Australia. When is spring
Oh,
again? How many months? How many months from now?
so springtime will be like February, March,
Okay.
April.
Okay. I'm getting not quite but not far off, but the whole thing is that they're saying please use your energy wheel to call it forward because you're worrying about it not happening is actually delaying it for you. So it's like that because it's your energy work, you know. And yes, they're saying fantastic, you're on the manifestation path, but human beings have got created doubts about in duality. So that is the thing that you need to dismantle and be more pure in the manifestation uh, process from within. So yeah, it can happen, but right now you have when you're starting to question, when you go smaller and go into detail and doubts and all of that, rather than thinking big and thinking it's coming, you know, it does slow it down a little bit.
And it's
It's
just a
so
matter
good.
of observing. Oh, okay, so this is the vantage point that I'm coming from. I'm starting to question from this viewpoint. So,
Mm,
okay, catching it in the moment and then
mm.
switching it. Okay, my
Yeah,
team's going to help me. This will happen. The how isn't up to me, it's up to my team. Or, if that's the path that you want to
yeah,
take. But
yeah,
it's shifting it. Some people will catch it, but then shifting it is difficult because they're so entrenched in this way
yeah.
of thinking and
Yeah,
being.
I always advise people who come to me who have got an issue, if when you're thinking of the issue and you're trying to think positively within the context of the issue, it doesn't happen because the baggage is there. So I would say think about bonking squirrels because you can't not laugh when you think about squirrels at it, right?
Get out of it.
That will then go
Yeah, just get
bang,
out of
you know?
it. Get your
Yeah,
head out
so
of
think
that.
of bonking
Focus
squirrels.
on,
Think about, just
or
naughty
if you don't
squirrels
want
at it.
that, turn on a funny movie.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Stay
You're
high.
so
Stay high.
cute, bonking squirrel. And on that note, everybody,
Yeah. Bang, 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 bang.
I love it. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been just
Mm,
absolutely wonderful. And I look forward to having Philome on with me again in the future because
yeah.
it's nice. It's wonderful. It's,
I missed Kristen. I love Kristen.
yeah.
She is so beautiful. Everyone here, we are so grateful to you, Kristen, for being who you are and for
I,
allowing us
I just try to spark
genuinely,
the light within each of you a
yeah,
little
to
bit.
to get to know ourselves.
Yeah.
Whoever's not in the channeling course, I did it. It's amazing. Please do it. It's the way to your heart, right?
Yeah.
If
It
if
really
it's not,
is.
you don't even need to actually want to have a role as a light worker doing channeling. It just helps you to connect from within and how
Yeah.
blissed out you are doing that.
Even if it's not for anyone else other than yourself, and you just want the beginning steps of channeling and
Yeah,
moving in that direction
yeah.
of, of feeling, sensing, communicating with the energies that are around you,
Hmm.
just for you. Because it was
Yeah,
only me I was using this gift for so many years. And
yeah.
now look at me.
And I remember, Kristen, like about a year ago, when you said, "Oh yeah, yeah, you'll be channeling," I went, "No way! I'm not
She
gonna
was like,
sign up
no
for
way. And I'm
this."
like,
Yeah,
yes way. They're telling
yeah.
me
You
it's
see,
going to happen. She's like, no,
yeah.
no way.
Yeah, so if I could do it, I was
Surprise.
waiting only like 4 years ago from ground zero, from
Yeah, yeah,
not knowing a thing about the space,
yeah.
right? So everyone can do it. Just you need the practice,
Everyone.
you
This is
need
our innate
knowledge,
way of
and you
being.
need practice, and you need
Practice.
very loving, safe support. And that channeling course will give you these three things. So please go do it. It's really fun. It's really fun.
So I'm looking at doing this, mediumship 101 course. It's going to be January 15th till February 15th. It's only $99 US. And it has to be for a full month. You need a
It's
full
really
month.
good. Mm.
You
It has to
need
be.
the time for
You have,
practice
yeah,
and to
yeah,
bring us all together and gel and move in this direction. And I've
yeah.
got several other mediums that are going to come and assist me. Um, and so I will be bringing this to the table and more information along
You
with
know, you can
how to
think of it.
schedule.
You can think
Uh,
of it this way: the $99, very simple, right? You're meant to not drink coffee. Every coffee is $5. 20 coffees in a month gives you $99. There you
Isn't that
go.
amazing? Yeah.
There you go.
And the beauty is we'll learn from other mediums.
Yeah,
And because you may look at me and how I'm going to teach you and go, okay, okay, but I'm going to bring in other mediums who are going to show you in their way.
yeah.
And that's going to be really exciting. I
And
can't
it's so
wait.
fun.
Oh,
You
it's
get to
so
the
fun.
point. It's
It's so
so
fun. In a
fun.
private group, nobody else is
Yeah,
going to see but us.
yeah. It's
And like I
phenomenal.
say, don't care if you get it right or wrong, just care that you come
Yeah,
and practice with me.
yeah.
So
That's
I'm
right.
so excited. And I'll have more information at the end of November. And then you guys can start signing up. And if you have any questions, of course, you know that you can contact me through my business
Mm.
page on Facebook
Yeah.
and or intuitive angel messages or send me a private message.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, have a wonderful day. And thank you, Philome. Philome will be
Thank
back
you,
with me.
Kristen.
You're so
Love you all.
welcome. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.